Okay, so we've been given this function here, and we've been given specific x values between -2 and 5, and we're being asked about the range of f. Now, two words you need to be aware of are domain and range. Okay, domain talks about the x-axis, all right, specific x values. In this case, we're given the answer there. The x values have to be between -2 and 5. The range talks about the possible y values. So what we're going to do using our TI-84 graphical calculator is plot this function. We're going to zoom in only on the x coordinates -2 to 5, and then we're going to use it to calculate the potential y values. So here is our calculator. First things first, let's input the equation, which is y equals 2 times 3 to the power, and then your x variable there. Okay. What you may want to do is set up your window. Now I've got the x value set at -2 to 5, and that's because of the question. It tells us that we're only interested in -2 to 5. My y values just pretty random at the moment. We can adapt those as much as we want. Okay, so let's have a look by hitting the graph button here, and that is what our little graph looks like, a beautiful exponential. Okay, what you notice is that as it gets towards the negative side of x, it's getting closer and closer to 0, okay, the y value is, and as x becomes more positive, it's getting steeper and steeper. Now, we're only interested in y values between -2 and 5. If this was just talking about all x values, we would say the range here would be greater than 0, okay, because y values are always greater than 0, and the x would be an element of the real numbers. However, because we're only interested in -2 to 5, we actually have to calculate this. Now, just above your trace button in blue, it says calc. To get that, go to second and then hit the trace button, and you come out with all these calculation options. The first one we're going to do is a value, because we want a specific value. When x is -2, what is y going to be? So I'm going to choose number 1, hit enter, and it asks me what is x. Well, the question said x is -2 through to x is 5. So I'm going to choose x is -2. Remember, you must use the minus button there, not the take away. And hit enter, and it gives me the value there, y is equal to 0.2 recurring, which I'm sure you all know is 2/9. So, but you can put either down, okay? 0.2 recurring or 2/9. So we know that when x is -2, we're getting a y value of that. So all my y values must be greater than 0.2. Okay? We need to know though, when x is 5 here, what's the maximum y value going to be? So again, we go to second and trace to calculate. We want to calculate another value. So enter, and this time we're going to the upper boundary when x was 5. So I type in x is 5, enter, and it gives me y is equal to 486. So therefore, in answer to the question, what's the range of f, it would be y is greater than 0.2 recurring, sorry, greater than or equal to, because of that symbol there, 0.2 recurring, but less than or equal to the 486. 4 easy marks.